We live on a placid island of ignorance in the midst of black seas of infinity, and it was not meant that we should voyage far. The sciences, each straining in its own direction, have hitherto harmed us little, but some day the piecing together of dissociated knowledge will open up such terrifying vistas of reality and of our frightful position therein that we shall either go mad from the revelation or flee from the deadly light into the peace and safety of a new dark age.
H.P. Lovecraft is considered by many as the father of modern horror. Whether it be by movie, film, book, or video games, you all have seen Lovecraft one way or another. Yet, to the general public, Lovecraft is relatively unknown. But we all know his horror, and what he has done to scare us all. So today, we're going to take a look back at Lovecraft and the impact he had on fiction and American horror as we know it. Horror at Lovecraft time was horror based upon monsters, werewolves, and vampires. But Lovecraft decided not just to write about monster horrors, but horrors beyond monsters themselves, and deep down into the psychological levels of the unknown and the inability for humans to understand. Horror taken to an abstract level, which has been the hallmark to modern horror to this day. So in a sense, Lovecraft transitioned horror away from monsters and into the modern day horror you see today. Lovecraftian horror is based upon horror beyond human imagination or the human ability to understand. If you start asking questions in Lovecraftian horror, you will be disappointed because there is no answer. For Lovecraftian horror, imagine a color, a brand new color beyond the context of all colors you know before. Now imagine that color infects a farm and drives you insane. Yet you cannot understand the threat because you can't understand a new color. Lovecraft imagines strange cosmic beings the size of mountains. And these monsters drove the majority crazy, and for the select few, worshipped them as gods. Even after his death, H.P. Lovecraft's horror can be seen to this day. You might even not realize it. Then he imagined horrors tucked away through the icy cold mountains and the ice in Antarctica as a lone and unfortunate group of Arctic explorers stumble upon these horrors and the alien creatures locked away in the ice. To the majority of the public, such stories has been known throughout in popular media. For example, The Mountains of Madness, Lovecraft's icy horrors, has elements well seen and visible in the cult classic The Thing. Then stories of dilapidated towns plagued by a cult worshipping strange gods and ungodly monsters. The story was legendarily called The Shadow over Innsmouth. All elements and hallmarks of The Shadow over Innsmouth can be seen in the video game series and movie Silent Hill. So despite dying poor and relatively unknown, posthumously his legacy was far larger than any other horror writer in the early 20th century, and his effects can be seen today. Horror would not be like how it is today or anywhere near as terrifying without the imaginations or the dark twisted stories of H.P. Lovecraft.